Hello there, brothers and sisters. I'd like to start us today with a word from the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 10:23. Everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible, but not everything builds up your roster. Like and subscribe. Hello there. Greetings, one and all. It is I, your Star Wars father. Do the liking and subscribing and make a difference in the world today. Okay, everything in the game is farmable now. CG has made so many changes in the last 3 months. Here's my roster. This is fine. I want to go through some of these changes and just talk about how... Let me back up a second. I've done a lot of roster reviews lately where I've seen some weird characters, some Relic, Farm Boy Lukes. People are relicking Low Gray from the Rising Empire Terror. I mean, people have a tendency. I've seen some Relic Princess Leia's with her Omicron on. I've seen the Omicron on Farm Boy Luke, and everybody's saying, well, he'll be there for General Leia when she comes out later this year, Galactica. Well, you don't know that. But the thing is, Capital Games in the last 3 months has just blown up the game. There's so much being added to the game, which gives them apparently no time to test anything, but they're just adding so much to the game that they have no time for testing. And every character you farm is going to be useful at some point down the game. They're making that very, very clear. We'll take a look at these updates in a second. But first, I do want to say, I agree with the Apostle Paul. Everything will be useful at some point, but you can't plan ahead for what may or might not, or perchance will come down the line. You should be playing for what exists right now. That's my personal opinion. If you want to play for something down the road that might happen, fully for you, go do that. But we should be playing for what we know right now in the game and farming characters at the beginning of the game and even mid-game. Getting into these one-shard character drops that, for stuff that the Inquisitors are starting to go to 2 drops. We got all the Starkiller requirements in 2 drops now, but there's characters, Sonastaros, Dr. Aphra, that whole farm, those are 1-drop characters, and unless you want to spend some money, you shouldn't be farming those right now. At the same time, everything is permissible, but not everything builds up. Let's take a look at all of these updates in the last 3 months. Just the other day. Just the other day, we had the February Road Ahead. We get new Tuskens. We get the Tusken Chieftain. We get the Tusken Warrior. We get a new raid coming, and we're going to have to wait till, I guess, April to hear more about it. But the Crate Dragon, and here's what I'm talking about. Here's what you can use in the Crate Dragon raid. Hutt Cartel, Jawas, Mandalorians, Old Republic, and Tuskens. 4 factions there. I don't think Hutt Cartel you can say is neglected because we know it's for Galactic Legend, but Jawas, Mandalorians, Old Republic, Tuskens, a lot of people who are not endgame players, those of us who are early game, late game type players, you may not have a lot of these teams. The Old Republic team, you probably let their sit there for the most of us at Gear 9 and deal with it and not worry about it. Now they're going to be used in a raid, so just making every character useful in the game. And then, of course, we had the announcement of Cal Kestis, more characters coming to the game, and etc., etc. There's the Tusken Chieftain right there. There's highlights for the Tusken Warriors. Then we got an Omicron here just yesterday, I think it was, 2 days ago. Droideka gets a Territory Wars Omicron with a whole bunch of more speed, more evasion, damage immunity, minus 50 speed, 30%. He resurrects everybody if he dies while he's marked. It's great. TIE Defender came out to give Iden Versio a ship and make it really useful. Of course, they nerfed it like within 5 minutes of it coming out. But hey, TIE Defender, Iden Versio is even more useful now if you have the TIE Defender. Admiral Trench came out in order to assist some of these characters like Newt Gunray, Count Dooku, Asajj. They're kind of falling into the background a little bit for a lot of us mid to late gamer types. They're just not there in any teams. So just adding a lot of stuff that's going to help characters. Zori Bliss came out to help with the resistance. She gets Omicrons. There is stuff coming out. This Finn team has been sitting here unused by a lot of people for a long time. Maybe even makes the Rose Tico Omicron more valuable. Anyway, they're just releasing stuff constantly. We see here there was something here I want to see. For today's update, triple O BT1 is now farmable light side. I don't know. Maybe I did this for. I don't know why I did this one. Sonastaros came out. These are new characters coming to the game. Then the new Rising Empire Territory Wars. All of a sudden, light side. Jyn Erso, KTOso, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Bodhi freaking Rook. For those who are unaware, we're gonna look at Bodhi Rook. Let's take a look at Bodhi Rook's kit. Let's take a look at Bodhi Rook's kit. Where is it? We want to look for Rogue One. One of the absolute dogs in this game. One of the absolute dogs in the game. And I'm sorry, I had to reinstall BlueStacks, so it's downloading assets every time I click a button. Come on, BlueStacks. Thank you. Okay. Bodhi Rook. Just if you're not aware of his kit, here it is. Is basic. He deals physical damage to target enemy and inflicts evasion down for 2 turns. Watch out for that one. Spotter. Inflict target enemy with evasion down. He's all about the evasion down. You can't evade people when Bodhi Rook is around, which can't be evaded. Oh, you can't evade the evasion down. Double evasion down. Target other ally gains offense up and potency up. Whoa, one ally gets offense up and potency for 2 turns and is called to assist. If this target ally is a rebel, he gains 30% turn meter. Are you kidding me? Remove 10% turn meter from all enemies, doubled on Empire enemies, which can't be evaded. Woo! All allies gain. Oh, it's a 20% turn meter swing. By the way, that is a 5-turn cooldown. Thank you very much. And then, while Bodhi is active, rebel allies with offense up also gain 50% defense. Oh, doctor. At the end of his turns, he grants offense up for 2 turns to 1 random ally who doesn't have it. By the way, that's a Zeta. At the end of his turns, he grants offense up for... this guy is a dog. He does nothing. He has done nothing since his release. He's been useless since the start. But now, all of a sudden, and I'm not... They didn't make his character any better. Maybe they will down the road. But he's required for this one node in Rise of the Empire. We get Jabba the Hutt, Hondo, Anoka. So we get Kira, Ahsoka Tano. A lot of us for Kira, which is level her. I got her leveled at like gear 8 just so she can lead Nest on a solo mission. Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum. Most people don't... You get her for Territory Wars, those who have endgame accounts. Most of us who are not in the endgame do not have Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum leveled up, and probably aren't playing that far in Rise of the Empire where you need her anyway, but still. And then the Inquisitors come in here, and then we get Reva as well. Director Krennic and Gar Saxon. They're just putting characters in here that will... Everything you farm right now will have some usefulness down the road. Now, I'm not advising, once again, I am not advising you to go farm characters like Bodhi Rook, like Chirrut Imwe, you know, although I think he's needed for the profundity. Boys and girls, all I'm saying is this: if you want to farm goofball stuff, you have a real passion for Farm Boy Luke or something else, I'm not going to advise you to do that. But I will tell you that if you do it, at some point in this game, Farm Boy Luke is going to be a relevant character for every roster. It's going to happen at some point in this game. Who do we got here? Biggs Darkblade is going to take a much more active wheel. You know, they're gonna do something about this Mandalorian team at some point. They'll make it better at some point in this game. You know, they've done a lot of stuff. And look, they just did a lot of stuff for Poe Dameron and Ray Scavenger. They can go under Zori Bliss now. They can be a lot better. So that's all I really want to say today. You can farm to your heart's content. Not everything will help you be really good quickly, but down the road, eventually, whatever characters you farm in the game are going to come. Even Clone Wars Chewie. Even Clone Wars Chewie, at some point, there's been whispers of a new Wookiee faction or more Wookiees coming into the game. Perhaps Clone Wars Chewie will get a rework, or he'll just fit like a glove into that team and make it super, super awesome. And that's what we got to say today. Everything is permissible. Not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible, but not everything builds up your roster right now. Makes your roster better. Boys and girls, I'd appreciate it if you would drop a like and a subscribe if you got to this point of the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for all the support you give to me on a daily basis. I appreciate every single one of you. And always remember, Nooch too good.